All right, shalom, shalom. Just give me a wee moment. I'm just testing this audio. I'm trying to work with this mic. I had tried to live stream a bit earlier. Well, just like a minute ago, but it was had issues due to what I believe is that I had a power source was interfering with it. So just let me see a moment. A power source. Yeah, it's working. It's working fine now. Yeah. So one moment. Try to put some music. Totally fine. Exactly what I wanted. Decent audio with this camera or my phone, that is. All right, so let's see. Start this over. All right, pardon me. All right, shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, L'Chakodash. Give double honors to our elder apostles and great millstone, the elder bishops, Manat Zakim, which were overseers, the elder apostles, which at great millstone. Of course, shalom to the elect, the first fruits, the choicest part, that whom the Lord will have chesed or mercy upon in these times. Starting with your prophets, the Nabiyayim, which prophesy and doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to the best of their ability. Okay, with much diligence, making their call in the election sure. Giving a shalom as well to the rest of the remnant of the 1/3 Manah number, and that count, in which are consisting of particularly men, women, and children, whom are believers in the words of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. All right. These believers, men, women, and children who are no prophets, the Lord is going to have mercy upon. All right. And the remnant in general, the Lord is going to have a ton of mercy upon, and already is showing mercy. Giving a shalom to the Israelite foreigners, like unto the speckled bird, who look like the heathen nations where they've been scattered to. Um, looking like the different heathen nations are. Um, they may have a father that's an Elamite that looked like, pardon me, looked like an Elamite, but is actually a Israelite foreigner scattered amongst, that Elam or something, but may look like a Elamite on the outside, but his bloodline, his lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that's all due to spirit, because we as Israelites have been scattered across the four winds. And we have to understand that's a major part of prophecy of the diaspora, us being scattered amongst the nations. It look like the heathen nations where we've been scattered to. Uh, yeah. So, I say shalom. Because it's a heavy lot. Loads of the time. Many people. So these are the spirits that trouble you just because you may look like a a heathen nation or such, but you are Israelite. The spirit bear witness of it. So I give a shalom, okay, on tears and such. Which, like I said, I'm highly spiritual. I don't really try to like we ought to be very like not to judge off the outward appearance, all right, but according to the spirit and such. Of course, we know that it can be a indicator, but it's not the end all be all. This is this is a spiritual thing, okay? So yeah, y'all on the comment board, just let me know if the audio is better. I got my mic that I usually hook up to my digital SLR, which I haven't been able to do my videos with my digital SLR, and quite a bit because I don't have no computer to pretty much upload the videos to the YouTube. I haven't figured that out. But otherwise, let me know if the audio is good. But I believe it is good because from my end, I checked it and it's working. So that's a very very good thing because I care that the believers can actually hear the words and hear it clear as I can possibly get and such to the best of my ability and such. I care, of course, about this work, man. So yeah, so that's good. It's nice and loud and such. So yeah, that's good. Wadi Yahaba Shemel Shai Shabbat Shalom. Which Shabbat Shalom means well, actually, to be honest, I know Shabbat means to cease and to rest and such, but Shalom like is just peace, so a peaceful Sabbath, and such. But because I don't actually know in what capacity like for the Shabbat, like because some I've seen certain Israelites say happy Sabbath or something like that, but I'm not sure the actual term. I've heard it though, and they don't get me wrong as such. But Shalom, of course. Yeah, Shalom to y'all on the comment board. All right. Um, yeah, so Shemal Machman is a Machba, Mayanga Wallo Kamachana from the Great Millstone Camp. Simply Plain Tables by Yar in the city of Philadelphia. I'm Amadi Ma'ite. Coming with a lesson, little or a wee lesson. All right, this lesson is just something through the spirit, like pretty much a testimony, and then I'll just add a couple wee precepts and such. And so the whole premise of this lesson is to expect good signs from Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Yahweh Shai is constantly giving us messages, all right, reminders, all right, to continue to walk in this walk, to progress, all right, to pretty much depend on Him. Lord, give us chastisement, to put us more into fear. Okay, He's dealing with us as sons, purging us away from different matters of iniquity, different matters of things of weakness that which we must pretty much have shed off of us, because as we do know, when the coming of Yahweh Shai, he's our atonement, you know, um, he's he's coming with healing in his wings, all right, with the rest of the angels, Mala'ak, Yum, all right, which Mala'ak goes into angel, and Yum makes it plural. And as we're going to go into, they give messages because that's particularly um, what that word mean itself. Okay, which I'm going to get. So if we knowing that, we ought to expect good signs because our power is constantly surrounding us and giving us like upliftment and such. So through the spirit, let me see. I'm gonna get a couple different scriptures. But first, what I want to do is to define the word, which is I want to define angel. All right, in Hebrew, which you'll get right there, angel in the Hebrew. So they give us different messages too, different ways. Um, so this is Psalms 34 and 7. Okay, a very, very important precept, milk precept. Very basic, but very, very powerful. It says here in Psalms or Dahalium chapter 34 and 7, it says, the angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. All right, now the word here for angel is mala'aka. All right, Ma, Allah, a Ah, and a Ka. Okay, which is angel. Okay, in the Hebrew, which is a representative. A representative, somebody who's coming or on the behalf of someone. Okay, they representing. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Shai, part of that Godhead, right? It says messenger. Okay, ambassadors. Okay, like you have an ambassador to a of a nation. He's coming on behalf as an envoy to that nation. So of course, our angels are of Yasha Allah, stock, right? Of course, they're sons of the Most High, sons of God. Okay, they're of course messengers. Um, even got even teacher. Okay, uh, specifically of the Most High, deputy. Okay, it also means to dispatch. Okay, mala'ak. All right, mala'ak. A ma, Allah, and a ah, and a ka. But you will pronounce it mala'ak. All right, um, or mala'ak. Like I would say, like the one brother, he actually has this Hebrew name. So I got better with it, with pronouncing it. So Slakia, pardon. So, and they got some theophantic word here too, which I can look at in. Theo mean like I believe God. God, yeah. Theo, visible manifestation to the humankind of God. All right, which we see. So like I said, angels they will manifest themselves um, in the form of men. Okay, many of the times and such. When you go into the scriptures, which Yahweh I could get scripture on that. And a camp meet is the Hebrew word chana, chana, which just means uh, from chanan, which just means to be gracious. Uh, chana goes into to encamp. They also mean to bend down or lay siege against. Right, but being against would be in or basically um like around or toward and such. Um, because I believe a siege is like a sitting. You pretty much are surrounded. You know, so imagine that. Imagine that around you, you have an actual fortress of angels that's about surrounding you, guarding you and such. Right? We're trying to get this other scripture. I believe this is the book of, and it's like I'm running through the blue letter. I'm gonna get at my physical scriptures using the habit. The book of Psalms, chapter, I believe that's Psalms 91, possibly, right? The volume. Very peaceful day too, man. It's always good when you wake up and be able to do some lessons. So I gotta get back to the habit of doing it. It's a good time, man. So it's the volume, chapter 91. All right, Psalms 91, which it reads, um, this is Psalms chapter 91 and verse 9. It says, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, which we come, of course, into the name of the Lord, right? Don't we come in the name of the Lord? Okay, it says that, what is it? That scripture that tells you that, dang, it's all escaping me at this time. Oh, the name of the Lord isn't. I think it might be in Proverbs. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth in it and are safe. Um, I have to find that precept. Strong tower. I should know that precept off the top. Proverbs 18 and 10. Proverbs 18 and 10. I was near it. I was right there. 18 and 10. It reads, it says, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. Let you know that with the name of the Lord, you have a fortress. You have a actual um, place, okay, which have you inaccessible for capture. And that's because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the heavens, all right, which he, of course, things that are wrought in the heavens manifest themselves on earth, okay. The Lord actually have in his counsel for you to be, delivered in whatever fashion that is ordained, okay. And loads of that, comes right through the angels and such, you know, because they are messengers and they the will of the Yahweh Bashem Shai, and they don't rebel against obviously any of his orders, as Satan, Esau, Edom, um, and these Renaissance Christianity, plantation Christianity, that tell you about Satan and some angels rebelled against the Most High, and now they down here and doing whatever they want to do and such, and the Lord is fighting. No, there's no, of course, the trip. You easily read Job, okay, Yoab. Okay, the Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, right, was his the highest left hand angel. All right, on the left is a worker of the Most High. Okay, a son of God. All right, and he does the bidding on the left hand side for the power. Okay, and that's simply that. If you want to believe in them cunning devised fables, go ahead, let be my guest. But that's just only gonna get you destroyed because that's a false doctrine. Going on, it says here. Remember that word for for the name of the Lord is a strong tower. I believe when you go into that word for terror, it's Shagab. If I'm not mistaken. Gotta double check it because it's been a bit since I went into it. And for safer is Shagab. Okay, and you got Rawataza for runneth, which is to bring or move quickly. Like when you call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, the Lord hears us, and He gives us answer. That's what we do pray for. Okay. There's like times when you want to pray for the Lord to give you your answer like speedily. Um, I have to get all my older Hebrew prayers. Uh, but yeah, let me see quickly. Let me see if I can find one of them. It's like a precept in Psalms. Basically, like the Lord answered quick and such. Might not be able to find it now, but it's like it's a prayer that it's like because I just woke up. It's crazy. It goes like, I will thank the Lord, but thou hast heard me and answered uh, me like kind of like quickly. Uh, give thanks. Yeah, I would have to find it. Slot. Yeah, how right to that, like I said, I'll rebring these things out. But we'll just continue on. Right? It says, because the Lord, the Psalms 91 and 9, it says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. All right, and it's beautiful, like the Lord Himself, the Most High, Yahweh. He has in the heavens. He has the right and the left. He's surrounded by angels, and we have us. We're surrounded too. And we have our righteous angels that's there. Protecting those that fear the Lord. Okay, it says, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee." So these are the Lord's angels, which he given the charge or the order, okay, which I'll go into that, just to bring out more edification, so that, this build more faith within the believers out there. You need, especially in the times, the new, now, and into La Ba'a to come. You're going to need this faith and belief in these precepts to get you through, as the scriptures say in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, all right, and 6, that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of thy salvation. Okay? So, he shall give his angels, all right, which is Kaya 4, uh, Mala'ah Ka Yawah, which means angel his. The Yawah is his, Mala'ak Yawah. All right, and you have Ya Tazawa, which I believe goes into from the root being Tazawa. Shall is the Ya in the beginning of the word, um, and that means like a commandment, right? Or order, exactly, to lay charge, appoint, all right, actually ordain of a divine act, an act from the powers, okay, of the Most High, okay. So imagine that you have your power on high, given orders, appointment to your deputies, all right, that are charged, of course, to the order to, particularly protect, or keep you safe. Okay, as we're gonna go into and going back to Psalms 91. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Okay, and I'm gonna look for keep in the Hebrew. The Hebrew word for keep is shamar, which is goes to guard or to protect or save life, watchman. Okay, so we're also being watched by the eyes of the Lord, which are the angels as well. Retain, treasure up, okay, in memory, you know, and we're within the Lord's thoughts. All right, He hasn't forgot us. Uh, yeah, it says Shamar commands perform a vow. Okay, to know going on, it says it says they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Okay, so they shall bear thee up in their hands. Okay, so that even lets you know is multiple angels, because that's there is a plural. Okay, masculine plural, which I'll just look real quick. Okay, there being the angels, which is not nasha, which I believe means deliver, right? Or to bear one up. Okay, to carry, to support or aid. All right, and that's what our angels they do, of course, assist and aid and support us, lift one up. Okay, as we do know, even the Lord Himself was aided by angels when He had, of course, His battle with the spiritual demon Shaitan, when He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, right? This is the book of Matthew, or Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, then Yahushua led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, yeah, tested, right? And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. He wasn't eating or drinking, right? It says, so he was, hungry. All right. It says, and when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the power. All right, which is a good, that's a precept definitely, amongst Manyumyan, the tribe of Benjamin, West Indians, which Jamaicans are amongst the West Indies, right? So you have other islands, Trinidad, Tobago, etc., going to it. But the West Indians are the tribe of Manyumyan, are which means son of the right, Bahabareth in the Hebrew, are you have the West Indians, okay? Now, you have a singer that goes by the name of he goes by the name of he's no alive no more. He's in the spirit world. His name is Garnet Silk. Um, he had this song which he said he sings this verse. He said, "Man shall not live by bread alone." And he said, "But by every word that proceedeth now out of the Most High, mouth of the Most High." But he says Jaja, but obviously we know the name of the Most High is not Jaja. Um, First of all, there's no J's in the Hebrew, and then you have it that also as well. And the name of the Lord is Yahweh. The shorten is Yah, right? But all together is Yahweh. All right. And that's, of course, we ain't supposed to live by just what food, carnal food. We're supposed to live by this word, which is food. Okay. But by every word, it says every word. Okay. So that you got to understand this whole truth in every word, you know. It says, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and set him upon the pinnacle of the temple and said unto him, thou be the son of the power, cast thyself down, for it's written. And here comes Shaitan with using the scriptures. He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And this is the uh, Old Testament precept in Psalms that I'm reading 91 and verse what is that verse 11 through 12. Okay, but as Yahweh Shai, when you keep reading down, he said, Yahweh Shai said unto him, verse 7, Matthew 4 and 7, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God, Yahweh, or thy power. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and that cut him, right? So now he's like, let me move on to the next thing, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto them, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. And then said Yahweh Shai. It says Jesus. Jesus is not the name of the Lord. Okay, that's a title, all right, which in the Greek could be Jesus, all right. There was no English back in the ancient world. Okay, you had, of course, the Hebrew, the Latin, the Greek. Okay, and Yahushua was a man that sprang out of the tribe of Judah. Is evident, Hebrews 7, I think 14. And we know he had a Hebrew name. Okay, and the angel came to with Mary to give that name, which you read in I believe that might be like a Isaiah. I'll tell you, was that 11? 14? Or well, I forget what that precept is. I always get it mixed up. The Isaiah 10. What that precept? I should know this precept too, man. It just seemed like I'm so damn tired this morning. It's that precept, man. We just went over the damn precept a while ago too. Let me see if I can get the precept. Uh, 14:7 or 7:14, I think. 14:7. Well, let me see. This is the 7:14 one, but this is not the one that I actually want. I want it probably in that's the prophecy, and then I'll have to want to find that one. You shall name his Savior. He shall deliver his people from their sins. Which I'm looking at Isaiah 1 and 25, and knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name Yahweh Shai. Okay. Well, Allah is just the power is with us. All right. That's another title, but it's not the name. Okay. I might have to go into the basic precepts, but I mean, it's not the main point of this lesson, so I'll skip to stay on the point with pardon. But I think I might have to get that back in. I remember where the hell that was at. All right, so we'll go where I was at back in Psalms 91. Well, I'm done on that though. Oh, I was in Matthew, so we go back to Matthew, the fourth chapter, and it says here, which is going to show you that even the Lord, He needed the Lord, the Most High, sent angels as it going to. After this rebuke, then said Yahushua, Matthew 4 and 10, it said, then said Yahushua unto him, get thee thence, Satan, for it's written, thou shalt worship the Lord Yahweh thy power, in him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Okay, and served him. Okay, which is beautiful. Okay, so hey, just understanding how the Lord works. The Lord is beautiful. His angels, the Lord's angels first, and then of course giving unto His Son to minister. Okay, onto Him. That's beautiful. And the Lord has different angels minister to us as well, help and be succors unto us as well, sis. Okay, and help us. Now, this is the book of Hebrews. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. Well, I could get the other precept too, powerful signs and effects, because that's the point of this lesson, is that the Lord, He's going to He's going to be showing expect powerful things from the Most High. All right. So I got my other precept. This is the book of let's go here. It's Rock chapter 42, and this is verse 17, and it says here, I mean, there's so many beautiful things. I can start at 15. It says, I will now remember the works of your Lord. This is Sirach chapter 42 and 15. And declare the things that I have seen. And the words of the Lord are his works, right? The words of the Lord are his works, or his doing. Okay? So the Lord actually ordained within, of course, his word, which is Yahushai, his works. Okay, and Yahushai, he of course with his angels, elect angels, the Alahim, they carry things out. All right. Um, and also we know that us, we're angels in the flesh too, in these chains of darkness that left our first habitation. But it says, this is verse 16. It says, the sun that giveth light looketh upon all things. The sun being Yahweh Shai. All right, and the work thereof is full of the glory of the Most High. Okay, the Lord hath not given power to the saints, which the saints are the Israelites, to declare all his marvelous works, which the Israelites of the obviously of the prophets first. The Lord, like I said, he got certain hidden things which he just hadn't given onto us, right? Because the Lord, he's a power that hides itself. He got secrets. He make, like say, like if you be like, all right, at this given moment, I might have some guy put a blade to Mapa's neck and like literally slice and see blood come out. But then it just heals up instantly, and then Amapa, pretty much do a damn judo toss the guy, grab the, grab the, the thing, do a knife disarmament, judo toss the guy over his heat, arm bar real quick, short straight arm bar or whatever, and destroyed it, whatever centurion, soldier it might be. If you knew that heat time and you would place in a point of temptation or test, would you would be like, I don't even worry. But we already are given to not worry in the words of the Lord. It's just not the actual particular things, the situations we may be in, we may not be manifested known to us. Some are made shown to us in visions and such, but we have to see obviously if they come to pass and such, But the Lord is he's uh he's dramatic. He has theater, you know, which is theos, right? God's power. Um, and like I said, that's gonna be a faith booster for us. So it says, which the Almighty firmly settled, firmly. He firmly settled. So they are, they are grounded. Okay, that whatsoever is might be established for His glory. Okay, so whatsoever is might be established for His glory. Right. So it's all for the Lord's Hawad or glory. Okay, for these things, so the Lord gonna get the praises. When you get delivered in a situation, you are Lord do something, obviously very, very merciful unto you, compassionate unto you. You give praise to the Lord, right? He seeketh out the deep in the heart and considered their crafty devices, for the Lord knoweth all that may be known, and he beholdeth the signs of the world. So the Lord, he looks at obviously the different tokens because he created them, you know. It says he declared the things that are past and for to come and revealeth the steps of hidden things. Okay. And then of course the steps of some certain hidden things, we know that the Lord has a protection for us. Okay, and within our walk we can expect to see divine works occur for us. All right, that fear the name of the Lord. Okay, going on, it says, no thought escapeth him, neither any word is hidden from him. So, hey, don't think that the Lord forgot. It says, no thought escapeth him. All right, so even the thoughts of the evil, the thoughts of even error thoughts, thoughts of, even heathen, etc. No thoughts. So the Lord knows all thoughts. All right, Yahweh means he is or he exists. All right, we know Yahweh Shai is he the deliverer. Okay, but it says no thought escapeth him, neither any word is hidden from him. He hath garnished the excellent works of his wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting. Unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished, and he hath no need of any counselor. Oh, how desirable are all his works, and that a man may see even to a spark. All these things live and remain forever for all uses, and they are all obedient. All things are double one against another, and he hath made nothing imperfect. One thing established the good of another, and who shall be filled with the beholding of his glory? And we be beholding the Lord's glory. The Lord does gloriful things for us, man. And as it is, I'm gonna see if I can get that one about the powerful signs and effects. It might be around there. I'll check in this comment board because I haven't even checked it. I gotta get to the damn Shaddai like pretty much very very soon. Like 30 minutes. I gotta get it here. So this lesson is coming to a close, and I gotta get that other precept too in Hebrews. All right. And just tell you the testimony. Um, all right, so effects and signs. Plain beginnings. It might be in Second Edges, the ninth chapter. Yeah, this is the book of Second Edges, chapter 9, and verse what is it? Verse 6. Really like that precept I was reading. 9, Second Edges 6, verse 5. And it says, "For as like all is made in the world has a beginning and an end, the end is made, the end is manifest or made clearly evident. Even so, the times of the highest have plain beginnings and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed." It said, "Ye have believed, you have believed," and this word is unto the Israelites. All right, particularly the elect Israelites, because they're the ones that's going to believe. Okay, so we have powerful works and effects that will occur to us. So to get the Hebrews, or well, I can just get it in the spirit, like Hebrews, something like third chapter or something. All right, this is how I get this one. The angels. This is the book Hebrews chapter 1 and 14. Are they not all ministering spirits? Talking about the angels. Sent forth to minister or serve for them who shall be heirs, right? Which we're going to be inheritors, all right, with Yahweh Shai of salvation, all right, which is the victory with the kingdom and rule with Yahweh Shai, okay? Us elect, Lord will. We are hopefully elect right now to be manifest, all right? Now, pardon, I got to get that precept about get that precept. Nah, I gotta get out of here. Sure, team. But I'm gonna come with some more lessons. I'm glad that the Lord got this Hebrews 13. I was thinking about Hebrews 3, but it's 13. I'm gonna get out of work. Yeah, I was out early, and I'll be able to. I got like some Hebrew prayers and stuff like that to put up. I'm glad that the mic works, and it works exceptionally great. You know, so that I can do more. Of course, as we continue to progress without my computer, without my digital SLR. But this is good, man. So it says Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 2. And it says, "Be not forgetful to entertain angels or entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." And like, hey, didn't it say about powerful signs and effects? Now, like, we'll look for that word for strangers. And like I said, loads of the time, you it might seem foreign to person you never seen that person before, but the angels will manifest themselves as men and such. Okay, and they would give you different messages, and you'd be like, "Wait, huh?" Like the one time I came at my apartment, I don't know, I was thinking about something, and then the angel, I think it was the angel, was sitting there, and he said like shalom or something like that. It was like an Ephraimite, and he looked like just like an Ephraimite. He was just like, I don't know, just sitting there, and he's like shalom or something like that. And I was like, wait, did he just say shalom? I'm sitting there walking by. I'm like, yeah, that had to be. So it was an angel that was posted. The Lord had an angel posted to give me, wish me peace amongst my day trottings, walking about, going to camp and such. Because most of the time, like I said, I pray that Psalms, I think it's 121 and 8 through 9, if I'm not mistaken. You see, Lord, that I have to get it because I'm so tired. But it speaks about what is it? Yahweh Yashamaria, Makal all Rai. Yahweh shall protect thee from all evil, and thy going in and thy going out, this time and forevermore. That's in the English, but yeah, like you have an angel that literally wish me peace. That's a blessing, man. And then as I'm gonna go into let's see, Hebrews 13. Yeah, this music beautiful too. Backdrop. Entertain, which goes into the be hospitable, to love to strangers, hospitality. You know, which even when you go into hospitality, that be you gotta be like welcoming. Let me see, right? Generous reception, like when you receive them. Entertainer of guests. All right. Scotland is renowned for its hospitality, which hey, that's just a it's said right there, which they got that name for its hospitality. Like I say, me, going back to having a Scottish wife and such, and being in Scotland and such. For the times I've been there, you have you talk about warm. I felt as at home as in Glasgow and all over Scotland. In the Highlands, you know, Loch Lomond, and the Campsies and wherever I went, the hospitality, the reception or entertainment of guests, all right, to visitors and such, which I be a so-called visitor because I'm coming from foreign America, but we know we ruled over in Scotland. Most of their people over there is Jake. You got Edom, obviously, and heathen Elam over there and such, but it's mostly mainly Jake, Israelite foreigners looking like Edomites, lacking the melanin, but they Jake. You got this this one jujitsu teacher. Um, he listened to nothing but old school rap and such, and make beats. And when I got there, he was like, he wanted me to continue to train at the academy. Like he's like, when you coming back? Like but I was there for a short time, so I had to spend time with Ayasha, yeah, which was my woman at the time. you know. But it goes into being bountiful, open handedness, sociable, cordial, kind heartedness, right? So let me now go back to that precept. Entertain a stranger, be not forgetful, neglect, no longer caring for. We got to care for it. Because I'm going to get to this the testimony. The testimony is this. I was driving in my car. I mean, Saki, not my car, but I was driving the work truck at my job. And like loads of these different days and such. It's been kind of like some of my days at my work job being a bit harder than others, and working with a bit difficult to work with in men and women. Because we even got women work at my job too. A woman work at my job, but you know, they can be like they don't have that. Like they ain't doing like the scriptures say, whatever I do, put thy hand to do it all. Like Mike basically roughly paraphrasing and such. We put all what we into something. And that's good to do. You know, um, regardless, hey, the Lord gonna give me my recompense. And the Lord has been giving me a lot of recompense from hard work from over the years and such. And hey, I don't need that much, man. Lord, man, like I said, you see how beautiful is just a wee bit of stones I got on my table garnished. I had some plants and some different things. Hey, I'll be cool, man. Chilling. But the Lord, we gonna get more and we gonna get everything anyway. But just going on, what ended up happening was I've been meditating sometimes tougher days. I pray for the Lord to help me switch up different things, different people I'm working with. Certain days the Lord answered them. I give praise to the Lord. At the end of the day, I remember that one time, and then like I had this time, and I just be like, yo, I'm not gonna let these people like mess up, my so-called day. I'm gonna work it. I'm not gonna sit there and meditate or perceive it like all negative. So, and that's the stoic way of thinking. So what ended up happening was I ended up was driving the work truck. I think we might have been going to like lunch or something, or maybe another job or something. See a car say um, it said it had the 4404, which is basically three fours, meaning three fours going into mercy, kasad. Um, that's what that symbolizes, for mercy. So then, as I continued to proceed, it was like Cotman, past Cotman Avenue and Frankfurt Avenue. You have like certain individuals like it's like high traffic a lot of the time. So you have different people whom they're doing different things. You go out post office there on the one corner, Cotman and Frankfurt here in Philadelphia. You have different eateries and such. Real estate buildings, etc. You had a man that did literally this the thumbs up thing that I do. It's just like a regular thumbs up and such. You know, it's like a certain way. It's a whole spirit when I do it and such. Like I either do it like that or something like that, like this, like that or something. But he did it, and I'm not sure if I thought in my head. I said the water. I said, yo, that's definitely an angel, because I seen the sign for the mercy, and then I seen like that man. It was like he looked like a Judite, and he was like look older. Um, he ain't had no fro or nothing, just short hair, kind of like me and such. And he looked like a little, kind of little built, but and he gave like that thumbs up, which I'm going in my path, which the Lord is protecting our path. So, and he got the angel in the midst. The Lord easily manifests the ministering spirits, which are the angels, to serve them that are heirs unto the salvation, just to give me a bit of a faith booster. Mercy. You got mercy in your way, bro. And that was basically it. I was I was thankful, and I was like, dang, I gotta definitely do a lesson on it. So this is obviously the lesson that's going on. Be not forgetful, Hebrews 13:2, to entertain strangers, or here thereby some have entertained angels unawares. All right, and if you never seen like say like I think like it's a lot of different tribes. Like I think also like Zebulon, they may be some of the different Zebulon tribes. Because I've been around Zebulon, certain Latin tribes, they could be like real hospitable and such like that. Um, like the Tazapai, my camp, he's that brother. The Lord gonna bless him. He's really like charitable and such. And yeah, Lord, I know definitely the Lord gonna bless him. Pray the Lord bless him with salvation. But it's particularly that tribe, like um, I see amongst them people, they can be very hospitable and such. And then like even like like I said, they Scottish. And there's like I said, I'm not saying that other different tribes ain't hospitable, but some might stick out amongst them more and such in this on this time and such like that. But Scottish or Scots really, let's go back to black. Um, they're known for their hospitality and such. You come. I remember coming one time even to the border. When you come in from off the plane and you got to go to the obviously it's a border when you enter into the country due to the plane at the gate. You have to what you're here for. At first, I remember it kind of was like stern and seeing about what I was about, but I came obviously multiple times and they like it got very like you seem like you wanted their own and such. It's like as if um like I feel with some of these countries they're competing to have certain individuals there. Like how he'd take some of the most wisest amongst other nations, brightest, and have them work for him. So say imagine like us Jake, some of the best Jake that actually in Babylon the Great, he come over to Scotland or something like that, and then he doing things but under that banner or something like that. Man. But you receive some, like I said, a lot of different places, just through the spirit, a lot of good hospitality. But the point of the lesson, angels expect different um, great signs and such. The Lord gonna be doing them through different ways, powerful, and a lot of that is through the angels, literally manifesting them as men and such, and different actions. Because angels, do things in the invisible as well, that you can't see, but they're there. They encamp around them that fear the Lord, and it's beautiful. Okay, you know. It says, this is verse Psalms 24:4 says, he that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who hath not lifted up his soul into vanity, nor sworn deceitfully, he shall receive the blessing from Yahweh and righteousness from the power of his salvation. This is the generation that seek him, that seek thy face, O Yaakov, Jacob Salah. Okay? Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Hawashai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Hawashai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Hawashai, Brakta Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bashir Kakadash, double honors to the elder apostles of GREATMILLSTONE, who were well. All right, Sheikh Kabbalah, Shalayakim Nawa, was the Quanyum Nawa, Shalayash Allah, God will or Kab Ba'aith. All right, which is giving double honors to our elders and apostles, elders which I GREATMILLSTONE in these times. All right, shalom to the election out there. Have of course restful Shabbat to the best of our ability. I have to go to work, but the Lord forgive me. We in Babylon. So I'll come back, do some more work. Yahweh Ratazah. I'm thankful the Lord got this audio on point. Hey, we gonna Lord will hey, just keep pressing. Shalom. This year is almost over. We almost here. Whenever the Lord ordains, we getting closer and closer as the days continue to progress. We shine brighter and brighter as well. Shalom. Labachayarium Shal Yashan to election. You got something on there? Shalom. Let me see. I'm gonna leave that precept. Brother left a precept. Got another closing precept. Let me get that precept. Get it real quick. Kwa, which is wait. Yeah, Shabbath. Remember Shabbath. It's not Shabbat. So
Shabbat. Remember Shabbat. It's not Shabbat.
in the Hebrew, that ath at the end, when you beat Shabbat and the ath and the artha, you make it Shabbath in the Hebrew. Just like the Harris of to Zion, she got it right on there. It's Shabbath. All right, just a correction. 'Cause hey, get that, our Hebrew to the best of our ability. I know that so-called Jews that say Shabbat, them small hats. Yeah, Shabbat. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Just I'm putting it out there because I know even there's some brothers that say Shabbat, but I'm like, where is that coming from? Shabbat. Even Apostle, say Shabbat. Apostle, yeah, Recha and Ramlab and Apostle Tahar. They Shabbat. But yeah, just get it. And Salak is a it's like Salach. Yeah. All right. But like I say, is I gotta pretty much probably do like more Hebrew lessons, maybe. Um, like you got, I guess that be Quadam Abad. Like, so I'm not sure. Like, did you learn your Hebrew from Great Millstone or what? Cause I gotta see. If you following Great Millstone teaching, we do the Lashon Kodash and such. We do the Spirit, our apostles, elders. Of course, their elders and such. Do the Spirit got the Hebrew broken down. We trust and believe in it. Do the Spirit. So Shabbath, Shalom, hopeful, Yehal, which is hope, Achim, the brothers he's particularly talking about. The water is thank you for breaking of this bread, which is this word. I will instruct thee, and the precept of Psalms 32 and 8. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. That's beautiful, getting the actual instructions. All right. I will guide thee in mine eye. Right, which that's a nice precept. I'm gonna do a lesson straight on that precept you brought out, the water. The Lord, the Holy Spirit definitely gave you that precept. You said la'ah or no, which no means is la'ah in Hebrew. La'ah, so you would spell it la, L-A, and ah is A-H. Ach, or you'll say ach, which is brother. Yum at the end makes it plural, so you'll just say ach, all right, which just means brother. All right. And like I said, I'll do little basic lessons in the Hebrew again and such too. But you could look like different, like I think you could put it by maybe search on YouTube like tools in learning Lashon Kodash. One of my like lessons might come up or something like that. Or look up like GMS Lashon Kodash or Lexicon in Hebrew, something like that, and they'll come up. Yahweh Ratazai, you can learn some of the basic. Look, GMS Army of 144. That'll come up. That's the Elder Monagon, DC. Who's very, 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 advanced in the Hebrew. You got certain brothers that are very advanced in the Hebrew and such. The Lord gave me a gift of the Hebrew through the Spirit. You know, um, hey, I progress. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shai. But you will too through the Spirit. The Lord give it the increase. I'm just giving you the. I'm just watering. You know what I mean? But it says, so you will say, if you want to say that in the Hebrew, for me, la'ah, which is no, ach is me and brother, because I'm one brother. Yum makes it multiple brothers. Ach, la'ah, ach, I'm a babe in accurate Hebrew. All right? Young in it and such, or a newcomer, in it and such, novice, So, hey, you'll learn. You watch these lessons, especially if you watch my lessons. It's a lot of different lessons I do, and I like a lot of times I'll read Hebrew and things of this nature and such. And it's gonna get better, dude. Yahweh Ratazah, get my post production up again, which I'm gonna buy a new computer, Yahweh Ratazah, and be able to like make my production way, how I want it to be better than what it was before when I was able to edit and such and was able to kind of like put lessons to go on the computer and such, you know, and we'll get some quality stuff through the spirit to the best of my ability. So Shalom, the water for the precept. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way in which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Birthday, how about Shemel Shabbos from Kokodash? Double line to the other apostles, great millstone. The sincere Akim, of course, as well as Aquath, that's it there, diligently. And fear following, of course, the commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Shalom.